Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about practical ways to deal with anxiety. Having a pet is one of those. I do have one and I love him. His name is Leo. Having herbal tea, always at your disposal, really does help. So let's be honest, we live in an extremely stressful environment. I know. It looks like everything around us is aimed at making our life easier, when in reality it just adds more stress. Maybe it was easier back in the day when our options were limited, so we were much more focused on more important aspects of our life, our family, our children, our friends, the nature that we are surrounded with. But with today's society, it looks like our focus has shifted. We are more concerned about what others think about us, what others talk about us, how we are being perceived. Are we being judged? Are we being admired, hated, loved, envied? The list goes on. Maybe it's time to put a stop to this and do our best to rebalance our inner and outer world. As you know, being a single mom can add to the overall day-to-day stress, but I'm working my best in finding a balance, as I'm sure you are doing it too. Stress is an unavoidable effect of living, and it is an especially complex phenomenon and in modern technology and society. A quick trick that I found out what to do when stress hits, I will reveal it at the end of the video, so please stay with me. So let's break it down a little bit. Stress may be acute, chronic, or traumatic. You need to identify which one you are experiencing. So acute stress is characterized by immediate danger that occurs within a short span of time and that activates our fight or flight response. The chronic stress is basically what you experience on day to day. Your stress that includes work, environment, children, day-to-day responsibilities, frustration or anxiety that comes with it. And then there is traumatic stress. So traumatic stress is something that you encountered that left a traumatic experience, whether it's a war, whether it's a tornado. It's something that it's a life-threatening event that evokes fear and helplessness. Okay, so now that you know the three types of stress, see if you can identify which one you are battling with. For me, it's mostly chronic and traumatic. And if you are like me, let me tell you what works for me. So stay until the end and I will share with you one extra tip, one extra physical activity that I do to get rid of my stress. It's not what you think, although that helps as well. Okay, so let's not get too distracted and get right into it. One of the things that I do to make sure that even if I do go through certain stress, to make sure that you know that if you're going through certain stress levels, your immune system lowers down and you have a much higher chance of getting sick, even if it's just a common flu. So what I do is I always make sure that I boost up my immune system. Whether I take supplements, whether I do the old tales of drinking hot tea and honey or chicken soup. All of this helps. So let's be honest, if we cannot avoid stress, let's at least learn how to live with it and make ourselves feel better. Practice progressive muscle relaxation. It's really an amazing tactic I learned a couple of months ago, to be honest. It involves relaxing all the muscles in your body, group by group. To practice, you can start with a few deep breaths, then practice tightening and relaxing each muscle group, starting with your forehead and moving down to your toes. With this practice, you'll learn to recognize tension and tightness in your muscles, and you'll be able to relax much more easily. And each time you practice, you should experience a feeling of relaxation sweeping through your body. Try it. Research suggests that persons who consume a high-calorie diet are especially vulnerable to weight gain when under chronic stress. I believe that you can experience one or the other, so act accordingly. If you know that you gain weight when you're under stress, be more cautious what you eat. If you know that you lose weight, then have a higher calorie intake. I don't mean pig out, but like have protein bars, protein shakes. That's what I do. Don't hate me. Another thing that I did is I gave up on coffee and alcohol. So I tell no to myself when I want coffee and no to others when I'm being offered a drink. I know it doesn't sound easy and it takes discipline and dedication, but in the end, it's worth it. Trust me, your sugar intake will cut in half. To be honest, that is the only diet I keep. And I'm gonna make a separate video about that. Enjoy aromatherapy. Aromatherapy has real benefits for stress relief. It can help you feel energized, more relaxed, and more present in the moment. Some of the research suggests that certain scents can alter brainwave activity and decrease stress hormones in your body. So whether you enjoy candles, diffusers, or body products, consider incorporating some aromatherapy in your day-to-day activities. Go back to basics. Spend time with your families. Spend time with your friends. Unless family is the initial stress triggering, then don't do it. Have small talk. Everyone wants to be deep nowadays and talk about important topics and life and death. Some people just want, to be asked simple question. How was your day? What did you eat? How did you sleep? What are you going tonight with your children? It's important to feel grounded. Try guided imagery for relaxation. It's like taking a short vacation in your mind. It can involve imagining yourself being in your happy place. Maybe picturing yourself sitting on the beach, listening to the waves, smelling the ocean, and feeling the warm sand underneath you. It really helps. It can be done with a recording where listening to someone that person can walk you through like a peaceful scene. And once you know how to do it yourself, you can practice yourself. It's an extremely useful trick. Simply close your eyes for a minute and walk yourself through a peaceful scene. Think about all the sensory experiences you'd engage and allow yourself to feel as though you are really there. After a few minutes, open yourself up and open your eyes and be relaxed, be in the moment. Create artwork. Try to remember what you loved when you were a child. It's not too late to pick it up again. Any kind of drawings you did, any kind of colorings. I remember that I used to color with my daughter so much. And adult coloring, it's such a good stress relief. Research consistently shows that coloring can have a meditative effect. One study found that anxiety levels decline in people who are coloring. Develop a positive self-talk. The way you talk to yourself is really important. You're constantly thinking things like, oh, I don't have time for this, I can't stand this. You'll stress yourself out. Be more positive. Talk yourself more positively. It's important to talk yourself in a compassionate manner. When you don't call yourself name or you don't doubt your ability to succeed. Just be kind to yourself. Cut out things that add to your stress. It can be people, it can be activities, it can be things that surround you. Sometimes the best way to reduce stress is to cut something out of your life. Get rid of the things that are adding stress and experience more peace. Watching the news, being constantly connected to your digital devices, make some changes to your daily habits can be instrumental in helping you feel better. So here's number one thing that I do to reduce stress. I clean. I declutter. It's not that hard, first of all, and it keeps my mind occupied with something else and reduces anxiety so much because I know that a clean house means a clean mind and I can breathe easier in a clean house. Try it. It's really gonna help you. Thank you for staying and watching this video. Let me tell you number one hack that helps you reduce anxiety when you're feeling really anxious at a particular situation. So that's a quick trick that I found out. So when you have stress hits, you just go to the bathroom and drop some cold water on your wrist and behind your earlobes. There's a major arteries right underneath the skin, so cooling these areas can help you calm the whole body. Please stay tuned and follow for more. There's this video where I talk about self-care tips for moms, for single moms, and I hope you enjoyed this video, so I'll see you next time.